Alright, good evening. This is your Chapter 2 review for your test on Wednesday or Thursday. So the first one I'm going to do is number 4. Number 4 is asking me to take the function f and plug in -3. So I'm going to use this function, and everywhere I see an x, I'm going to plug in -3. So f of -3 will equal 10 parentheses -3 plus 3 parentheses -3 squared. Once I plug in, now I'm just going to solve. So first thing is parentheses. There's nothing I can do inside, so then exponent. So -3 squared is 9. Then I'm going to multiply. 9 times 3 is 27. And 10 times -3 is -30. Add those two together, and I get -3. So when I plug in -3, I end up getting -3 as my answer. So every time you see this, you just plug in. Alright, the next one I'm going to do is number 7. It asks whether or not if it's a linear function. Okay, it's going to be a linear function if you can rewrite it as y equal mx plus b. So to do that, I'm going to add 3x to the other side. So I've got y equal 10 plus 3x, which is pretty much a linear function just backwards. So yes, this is a linear function because you can write it as mx plus b. This one you cannot because the x is in the bottom. X needs to be at the top. All right, number 8 wants you to write the equation 5/2 x minus 9 equal 8y in standard form. Standard form means that x and y need to be together. So I'm going to move 8y to this side, but I need to move the -9 to this side. So I need to switch the sides. So I have the 5/2 x. If I move 8y, it's going to be -8y. Put my equal sign. And if I move -9 to the other side, it's now going to be +9. So then I check. Here was the thing. I look at x. Is it positive? Yes. Is it a whole number? No, it's not a whole number. So that means I've got to get rid of this divide by 2. So the opposite of dividing by 2 is multiply by 2. So multiply everything by 2. So then that'll go away. And so I have 5x and then minus 2 times 8, 16. Y equal 18. Alright. Next one says find the x and y intercepts. So if you want to know the x intercept, you're going to plug in 0 for y. So 3 times 0 equal 2x minus 6. That's 0. 2x minus 6. I add the 6 over. Sorry, I'm running out of room. So 6 equal 2x. So if I divide by 2, x equals 3. So there's my x-intercept. 3, 0. Okay. Now for the y-intercept, I plug in 0 for x. So that's 0. So I get 3y equal -6. Divide by 3, y equals -2. So my y-intercept is 0, -2. So to find the x, you plug in 0 for y. To find the y, you plug in 0 for x. Sorry. Alright, last two I'm going to do are on the back. Number 14 says find the slope of a line. So the slope of a line, you use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I label x1, y1, x2, y2. So it's going to be -5 minus 9 over -6 minus -7. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Minus 7. Okay, so now because I'm subtracting a negative, this is going to end up being plus. So let's see, -5 minus 9 is -14. 7 minus 6 is 1, so my slope here is -14. Okay, so let's just plug it into the formula. Just make sure that if you're subtracting a negative, it turns to a positive. Alright, and then the last one. The last one wants us to write the equation of a slope-intercept form for the line that passes through -2, 3, and is parallel to this. Parallel means that the slopes are going to be the same. So I got to figure out the slope here. The only way to figure out the slope is if it's in y equal. So first thing I'm going to do is move the x. So I have 2y equals 6 minus 3x. Now to get it into y equal, I now have to divide everything by 2. So y will equal 6 divided by 2 is 3 minus 3 over 2x. Now I don't know what my 3 over 2x is, so I'm going to leave it as a fraction. So then I look, which one is my slope? Your slope is always connected to your x. So there's my slope. Since it's parallel, the slope is going to be the same. If it was perpendicular, it would be 2/3. But since it's parallel, the slope is going to be the same. So here's my m. My m is -3 over 2. Now I've got to use this point over here. That's x and y. Okay, so I use x and y equal mx plus b. Plug in y is 3, m was negative 3 over 2, multiply by negative 2, and now I got to solve for b. So bring down the 3 equal, let's see, negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now I subtract 3 over, and that's 0. So b is 0. So the equation is y equal negative 3 over 2x plus 0, or you just don't even write that. Okay, so again, real quick before I run out of time, what I did first was I got this in y equal. So you move the x, divide by the number on the y, and I got this. The number connected to the x is your slope. So that's my slope. And since it's parallel, the slope is, I'm not going to change it. Slope is going to stay the same. So I've got my slope, then I go back over here. This is my x and my y. So I plug it in. Alright, sorry, I thought I ran out of time. And then once I plug in x and y, I solved for it. So I apologize. This is 3 equal 3. Subtract the 3 over and get 0. Okay, so that's just a quick review of some of the problems. Hopefully you do well.